got Chief Meteorologist George Lessons out there on the weather deck with that full 13 on your side forecast. A bit of a scorcher out there today, George, and some more heat in the forecast.
Definitely more heat. You know, Charlie, so far this summer, it's been fairly comfortable if it's not been hot. We've just not had the humidity around, but that's going to change later on this week and into next week. 13 weather ball, another day of red, warmer weather ahead. In fact, getting downright hot and sizzling. And this view sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. Check out the sunrise in Holland this morning. A lot of haze in the air. Temperatures, though, comfortable in the 50s. And then you've climbed well up into the 80s here this afternoon. You'll be flirting with 90 over the next couple of days as that wind continues to be out of the east. A lot of haze in the sky. And you can see around the region, not quite the blue skies we like to see this time of year, but nonetheless, it's been fairly pleasant for those heading to the beach and at the splash pads and the swimming pools. Temperatures have climbed into the mid and upper 80s, 89 here in Muskegon, getting close to a record high for you. We've got clear skies for the most part if it wasn't for that haze. We're watching this low pressure system down to the southeast that's going to eventually bring some of this moisture back into eastern lower Michigan later on this week. It's going to raise our dew points and get a lot more humid. But for the most part, it's been very hazy this month of June, and these are the haze conditions expected all the way into Wednesday of this week. And then we'll start to see that wind down just a little bit as the air gets mixed out with some scattered showers and storms toward the end of this weekend off to the east. Now, the main thing is we're going to stay dry with precipitation, but we're going to see our dew point start to climb near 60 Friday and well up into the 60s next week. And with all that added water in the air, there's a chance of some rain, but just not this week. That will happen late Sunday night. Next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we could see a couple of inches of rain, and we could certainly use it. We're in a moderate drought here in West Michigan. At the end of our 10-day forecast, you'll see this. Temperatures staying a little bit warmer than average from 25th through the 29th. Average highs are in the low 80s. And here we go. At least we have a higher chance for more rain in that 5-day period starting on the 25th. Out on Lake Michigan here this evening, you'll expect calm winds as those winds continue to be out of the east. That keeps all of the warm surface water out in the middle of the lake, however. So hazy conditions under clear skies tonight, mid-50s north, around 60 Muskegon and Holland southward northern zone. The low in mid-50s along US 10, upper 50s Fremont and Greenville. Here in the greater Grand Rapids area, hazy skies overnight. Overnight lows right around 58 to 60. 13 on your side forecast. Astronomical summer officially arriving on Wednesday morning as we hit 92. Not quite as hot here on Thursday with 88 and 83 under mostly cloudy skies Friday. Best chance of showers and thunderstorms come either Sunday afternoon, but more likely Monday through Thursday of next week, and rather humid conditions to match. More warm weather on the way. In fact, downright hot. We've seen our temperatures increase a little bit every day, and now we're going to be approaching 90 degrees here in Grand Rapids. 13 weather ball is red as a result. Warmer weather ahead, and this view sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. Still have a lot of that haze in the air, not affecting miles there because the smoke is not reaching the ground. So don't give me that look. You can give you a green paw there. You can head out anytime with Tommy and Ashley. Green paw in the morning. More comfortable temperatures tomorrow morning than this evening when we're going to be still in the 80s. Our solar energy index at 8.7 out of a 10-point scale, creating that green energy. Winds will be up a little bit from the last several days. It's helping to stir up a little bit of that wildfire smoke and kind of mixing it out of the region. We're looking at clear skies, but we've got that persistent haze in the air. Those are wildfires. Next, a weather system not going to be affecting us until after the weekend, and that most likely will come from the southeastern part of the United States. What we're going to be dealing with is a lot of that wildfire haze. Another sunny night tonight and during the day tomorrow, but you'll notice the skies won't be quite as blue. That will start to go away on Wednesday, so the skies will be a little bit bluer up until about Saturday morning. And then we'll see the next weather system come on in with at least a chance of some rain starting late Sunday and early next week, perhaps our highest chances for quite some time. And with the winds coming out of the southeast, we're going to see temperatures return to where they should be for this time of year from the end of June through the 3rd of July. Average highs are in the low 80s, so instead of 90s, we'll see low and mid 80s. And as far as precipitation, looks like we're going to be in that area where we will have higher chances for at least a little bit more rain during that 7-day period. That's after our 10-day forecast, right around 9/10 of an inch. With those easterly winds for much of June so far, that's keeping all of the warm surface water out in the lake and over here along the Wisconsin shoreline in the low 60s. On our side of the lake, with the water coming up from the bottom to replace that, keeps it in the upper 40s and low and mid 50s. That will not change until our winds turn more around to the west. So hazy skies under clear conditions tonight with mid 50s around Ludington and Hart, 60 Muskegon, Holland, 59 down in South Haven. Northern areas along US 10, low 50s there. Not a bad night. At least the overnight lows have been dropping, and the afternoon highs have been tolerable with lower humidity. Upper 50s for lows around Fremont and Greenville. From Grand Rapids southward, upper 50s to around 60 with that east wind. 13 on your side forecast. No rain the rest of this week into the early part of the weekend. We'll see a lot more clouds on Thursday, and that will drop our temperatures into the 80s Thursday and Friday. And we'll be up close to 90 again on Sunday, but then after that, here comes the humidity. No real high humidity until late in the weekend and next week, but that's when we also see our highest chances for showers and thunderstorms. Still hazy sunshine, but temperatures have been warming up every day for the last several, even reaching 90 today in Muskegon. More of that ahead, and that's why the 13 weather ball is red. Warmer weather ahead. In fact, downright hot, still hazy. This view sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. Hasn't updated yet, but made 90 in Muskegon. 86 for a high here in Grand Rapids, above our average high of 81. Forecast 88 today. We've only had 2 misses off our target after a couple of bullseyes here on Saturday and Sunday. Still running a little bit cooler than average, but a lot below average for precipitation. Over 2 inches, only 21/100ths of an inch, and that now is up to our 5th driest June so far on record. But we'll make up for some of that, I think, later on next week. Upper level winds always driving the weather patterns down here at the surface. We've had this ridge of high pressure back to the west. It's just been gradually working its way into West Michigan, so our temperatures have been increasing over the past several days, and that will continue all into the weekend. Later on next week, we'll start to see some little bit cooler air come back in, and we'll get closer to our average highs for Monday through Thursday of next week. But down here at the ground, we're going to start to see some higher humidity roll on in, and we'll see an increase to our chances for showers and thunderstorms. As we look into the first several days of July, last Friday, this was updated. We have an equal chance of seeing cooler or warmer temperatures during that 2-week period. Our highs are right around 83. No parts of the country are going to see high chances for cooler temperatures. And we're also going to have at least an equal chance of more or less rainfall. I'm thinking daily showers and thunderstorms early part of July. Highest chances for rain, southeastern U.S. and up here in the northern Rockies. They could use a little bit of rain in those areas. Out on Lake Michigan here tomorrow, another fine day. Make sure you wear that sunscreen. No chance of any rip currents there, as waves will be virtually flat all day because the winds will be blowing offshore all day. But that also means keeping the warm beach water out in the middle of the lake, so only 50s there. You saw hazy sunshine along the lake shore with upper 80s to near 90. Hazy conditions up north as well, mid 80s along US 10, 90 Fremont, close to that in Greenville. Here in the greater Grand Rapids area, that should say 90, not 60, but that would be nice. But yeah, 90 plus here in West Michigan. 13 on your side forecast. Astronomical summer officially starts on Wednesday morning, up to 92 degrees, 88 on Thursday because we'll see a few more clouds around, and then becoming humid on Friday. As we get into the weekend, we're looking at a small chance of a shower late in the day Sunday. Best chances with higher humidity returning will be early next week. Temperatures in the 70s and 80s with daily showers and thunderstorms.